It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is going to be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're going to answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm going to drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as the top star of another promotion. That's right, I think you know who I'm talking about. They could be the next AJ Styles, the next Jade Cargill, or better yet, carve their own path to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have a rival promotion star going #1 overall.
Oh, I can't wait for draft night.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you, too.
We are so excited for your arrival in WWE. And by the way, I've heard how things are handled where you're coming from, and this is going to be a breath of fresh air. Nothing but professionalism on this side of the fence.
Don't believe everything you read online, but that's good to know. So, what's the plan?
We want your impending debut at the draft to stay top secret. So to keep all the internet sleuths guessing, management thought it would be a good idea for you to compete for another promotion one last time. So, where do you want to go?
I wouldn't mind one more match over in Japan at PWJ. Can you make that happen?
Sure thing. Just don't get injured. And a win would be nice. We'd look like idiots if our big free agent lost before their debut.
Got it. I'll take care of business.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's just that in the past, WWE superstars had to wear whatever we told them to for their non-ring attire. And as much as I miss those days, that's no longer how it works around here. It's a new era with fewer restrictions. so you can wear whatever you want.
So I can dress how I want to dress? I assumed that was the case, but thanks for confirming.
All right, we better wrap this up before any looky-loos start pulling out their phones. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things.
I appreciate that. And from what I'm hearing, you might be following in my footsteps.
Maybe. You never know where I'll show up next.
Really? Because I just saw you talking to a WWE producer. But if you don't want to say, I respect that.
Thanks, Jade. See you soon. Maybe.
What a huge night we have on Raw with the start of the WWE Draft.
And it just got even bigger. It's the hottest free agent in wrestling.
Will they be the #1 pick?
Thanks for taking the time to answer a couple questions before the draft. I know you just got here and must be getting pulled in 100 different directions, so I'll try to make this quick.
No problem. And it's Kathy, right? Good to meet you.
You too. Well, you've competed all over the world and most recently were a star for a rival company. What personality traits led to your success?
Everything I do has a purpose. People like to say they're 2 steps ahead. Well, I'm 20. You can't survive on sheer strength and athleticism. You need to be scheming and calculated.
I can see how that got you here. So then, what can you say about the rumors that you'll be selected #1 overall tonight?
I'd say it's something I could use in my favor. Perception is reality, right? Well, if I'm #1, that just makes my opponents perceive me to be that much tougher to beat. I'll use any advantage I can get.
Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you go for now. Thanks again, and good luck with the draft.
Good to see you.
Hey, boss.
You feeling okay? I know it's tough. New surroundings, big expectations, especially with everything lined up tonight.
I've got all the angles covered. Kind of like this wrestler I used to watch growing up. What was his nickname? The Cerebral Assassin?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I guess he didn't amount to much.
Good one. I gotta get going, but you should be proud of everything you've accomplished to get here. You've earned it. See you out there in a bit.
It's time to kick off the WWE Draft.
Thank you. But tonight is not about me. It's about launching this company in a new and exciting direction. And that all starts with the announcement of the top overall pick. So let's not wait any longer. With the first pick in the WWE Draft, Raw is honored to select the future of WWE.
There they are, the #1 pick in the WWE Draft, and wow, it's a good one.
Talk about making a splash.
Adam Pearce got himself a generational talent.
We heard all the rumors, but seeing this play out now really lives up to the hype.
Good luck topping this SmackDown.
Stand by, there's some kind of technical issue here.
Talk about ruining a moment.
What the heck?
Who was that?
Oh, where's security?
Can someone explain what just happened?
Okay, got it. The draft will continue after this break.
First of all, I'm sorry about what happened out there. We're working with the authorities to get to the bottom of it, but Hunter says it seems like it was just a random, unstable individual.
Is this how things are handled over here in WWE? Maybe I would have been better off staying where I was.
I assure you that's not the case. You're in good hands with us.
So if it was a random person, what was with that stuff on the Tron?
I wouldn't assume the two things were connected. Could have been unrelated technical difficulties. Either way, I don't think it's anything to worry about. Better to focus on the positive and move on.
I can handle my own strategy on how to deal with this. Thanks.
I'll set up a match for you next week on Raw, and it'll be against a local competitor you'll be sure to dominate. After that, no one will be talking about what happened tonight.
Hey, you all right?
I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Listen, I know management wants us to brush things like this under the rug, but I'm not sure it was a one-time event. Besides, how does some random person get access to the Tron?
That's what I said.
Look, if I were you, I'd keep your head on a swivel. I'm just speculating, but this could be the start of something bigger.
I agree. I'll be ready if and when something happens again.
That attack came out of nowhere. Are you okay?
Hey, Troy. I'm a lot more angry than I am hurt.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. The perfect way to blow off a little steam.
You got any idea who was under that mask? Because that's who I'd like to get my hands on.
I do not. However, since I got promoted, which was definitely based on merit, not because Roman Reigns landed on me at WrestleMania and Triple H felt bad about my numerous injuries, I've been put in charge of booking the matches for our live events.
Congratulations?
You should be congratulating yourself, because I've got my eye on you to be the main attraction for our next big tour.
I appreciate it, Troy, but I'm focused on figuring out who jumped me, and then enacting some very disproportionate revenge.
That's exactly why you should compete in some live event matches. It's the perfect opportunity to sharpen your skills and max out your abilities. Trust me, you won't believe the kind of rewards you'll get with live events.
Fine, Troy. Next time you have a live event opportunity, hit me up.
You're the best. Thanks so much. You'll find me waiting for you when I'm ready to book the next bunch of shows.
Can't wait.
And guys, do you believe in miracles? Guys?
After rumors and an eventful draft, this man is ready to make his WWE debut.
And his opponent from San Jose, California.
I'm sure that our newest superstar and #1 draft pick is thrilled to get into the ring and put the events of last week's draft behind him.
If a fraction of the hype is real, the attack of the draft will soon be nothing but a speed bump in what will likely be a long and fruitful WWE career.
A career that should start with flattening Adrian Buck, who drew the short straw to end up as sacrificial roadkill.
He's able to reverse it. Trap the arm. And the neck breaker. Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch. Very measured elbow drop. And he's looking to the crowd for some much-needed support. Getting him right into the corner. Oh. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Knife edge chop. And Buck took a battering there.
This is how it starts. The groundwork is being laid here.
Adrian looking helpless to every attack.
Yeah, Buck's got to slow down this assault.
Oh, right into a counter. Return fire on Adrian. Looking to explore things ringside now. Getting back into the ring now. Oh! Trap the arm. Into the neck breaker. He is completely focused on the task at hand here.
He's almost looking unstoppable at the moment.
Watch out.
Oh, my. Apron senton.
Look at this. This can't be good.
Oh, not a powerbomb onto the apron. Oh, man. Evades the attack.
We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
O'Connor looking for the win. Look at the bridge, too. What a resounding victory here tonight for the #1 pick.
I agree, Byron. That was pure domination.
The hell? Not this again. It's the same attacker from the draft. Where's security? Come on.
I guess he's taking matters into his own hands.
Good. I'm sick of this. And this time, they're not getting away. The masked assailant is regretting this now.
They might not be masked for much longer.
Is that Tony D'Angelo from NXT?
Not surprised with his track record.
We're going to go to commercial while we sort this out.
That's enough! Sit down and stay there.
What are we going to do with him? We're going to get some answers. And we're going to get them right now.
You have no idea.
I have a lot of ideas. And now we're going to start figuring out which one of them is accurate. Start talking.
The new era has arrived.
I know you're known for these types of attacks, but why did you target me? Jealous that I was the #1 pick and you weren't even drafted?
It's not always about you. It's about us. Them. All of them.
Who is them? Your goons? The family?
Lardan.
I think I've had about enough. We'll settle this when you face me in a match next week. Now get this attention-seeking mafia wannabe out of here!
So you got the bad guy, huh?
Looks like it.
I know Triple H and everyone is telling you this is over now, but I still think there's more to come.
I think so too. I don't think D'Angelo would do this on his own. Whether it's his family or someone else behind the scenes, there's gotta be other people involved.
Exactly. And the entire roster should be on the lookout. I know I will be.
It's Raw's #1 draft pick hoping to shut down their...
The legitimate businessman, Tony D'Angelo.
We're certainly no strangers to surprise attacks and deceptive actions, but this match feels especially personal.
You're not wrong, Cole. I'm honestly impressed the #1 pick had the self-control to face Tony D'Angelo in the ring rather than roughing the jabroni up backstage.
D'Angelo ruined 2 big nights, and tonight his target is looking to ruin Tony D'Angelo. Ooh!
Double axe handle right on target.
Ooh, well-planted knee. Ouch. Savage knee to the face. Clean knee to the face.
And now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
Ooh.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. And that's got to disrupt Tony's focus.
Got him in the corner now.
Uppercut.
Jarring. Doing whatever it takes. Debilitating attacks like that are exactly how you create a big opening.
A forearm right to the jaw.
Someone's about to take a nap. What?
Basement haymaker.
Take a nap. A non-stop flurry of offense from him.
Now he just has to keep it up. Keep the attacks coming. Boom! What an uppercut. Jarring.
Uppercut. Man. Hoisting their opponent. Oh!
Fisherman Buster.
Oof.
Super kick. Good night.
Very measured elbow drop.
Returning back to the ring.
Floats over.
Immediately into a sit-out powerbomb.
And now Tony is getting beaten down.
Tony might be feeling a bit rattled.
This could be big.
Impact on the jaw.
D'Angelo down, and he might be out.
And the cover. This is more than a win. The #1 draft pick can now move on and focus on bigger goals.
Good riddance to Tony D'Angelo and whatever this was all about.
Now what?
Is that Charlie Dempsey?
What the hell is going on?
That's certainly Gigi Dolan.
Trick Williams from behind. What is happening?
And now Tony D'Angelo's recovered and joining the NXT champion. Clearly D'Angelo wasn't acting alone in all of this.
Yeah, I'm starting to see a common theme here, guys. We got to get some help out here.
This is a full-on invasion.
And the invaders are all from NXT.
We need help back there, right now.
Adam Pearce is trying to intervene.
Nikita Lyons with a chair.
And Pearce goes down too.
The NXT Unity Tag Champions have taken out CM Punk.
And Charlotte gets nailed too.
This is insane.
Please, somebody, anybody, do something.
We are under siege.
It's Bayley and Kevin Owens.
Finally.
You can't just come in here and do this without repercussions.
What the?
Bayley and KO done this? Are you serious?
What are we witnessing?
If you couldn't tell, this is a mutiny. Current and former members of NXT have united under one cause. We will no longer stand by and be treated like third-class citizens.
Members of the board, do we have your attention?
We will not stop until NXT is the one and only brand left standing in WWE.
I'm just about speechless.
We've just witnessed pure anarchy.
It was a mutiny, Saxton. Bayley said it herself. Unbelievable.
Well, it's over for tonight at least.
Who really knows at this point?
I might be out for a bit after what they did to me. But the second I'm back, I need revenge on the NXT Unity Champions and every single person involved.
I'm with you.
Good. But don't forget I warned both of you that this would happen, and no one listened.
I was wrong. I know. But this isn't the time to point fingers.
Yeah, it's the time to start listening to me. No one around here can be trusted. No one. This could go all the way to the top. Who created NXT and would stand to benefit from all this? Yeah, Chew on that for a minute.
Look, I've already spoken to Nick Aldis, and we're going to work together to fight back against this NXT mutiny. Raw and SmackDown are a united front. But we need a leader. I drafted you #1 for a reason. I know you can step up to lead the charge.
After what they did to me, I don't need convincing. But what are we getting ourselves into? You heard what Punk just said about Triple H.
As usual, Punk's way out of line with that comment. I've been working side by side with Triple H the past few weeks to figure out what's been going on. There's no way he has anything to do with this.
You're right. Punk's fired up about getting attacked and not thinking straight. He did have a point, though, that we have to be careful about who to trust.
I know. It seems like Bayley and KO have convinced most of NXT to join them along with some other big names from our side. And we have to assume that any other NXT alumni from Raw and SmackDown might be one of them.
Then it sounds like we need to find someone from outside of WWE who could step in and join the fight against NXT.
You got someone in mind?
I do. I know just the person to turn the tide. They're from the Indies.
Okay, but how does that prove they're not secretly working with NXT? How do you know we can trust them?
We used to date, so yeah, I'd say I know them very well. And trust was never an issue.
All right, sold. After you get them on board, let's talk next steps. And don't wait too long. We need to move fast before this NXT mutiny strikes again.
Wow, you came all the way here to an indie show to see me? Must really be desperate for help against NXT.
My ex calling me desperate. I missed that.
I'm going to ignore that, but I suppose we did make a good team. Might be nice to get back together. In the ring only, of course.
Not to mention the fact Mutiny keeps adding top names, so I can't really trust many people in WWE right now.
So you're saying I was your only option? I see how it is.
Best and only option. So what do you think? Will you do it?
You know I'm ride or die with you. Let's do it.
Great. We need to get started right away.
Okay, just hang on a minute. I do have one more match obligation to fulfill here tonight. Then we'll get started.
All right. You do that, and I'll get to strategizing.
Haven't changed a bit. So, this is how #1 draft picks live, huh? Nice.
The tour bus is nice, but more importantly, it's private. We need this space to talk strategy, since who knows who might be listening backstage and feeding information to NXT.
Good point. What about the GMs, though? Can we at least trust them? Adam Pearce was messaging me the other day.
Yeah, Pierce and Aldis are vetted, and they've given us full authority to counter the NXT mutiny movement. CM Punk will be helping us too once he's healthy, but for now, it's just us, so we need to figure out our first move.
Whenever I was in a tough situation like this on the Indies, I learned the best path forward is to focus on doing what I do best, which, in my case, is being bold and brash.
Well, since you just basically dropped everything to come in here and help me, it's only fair you take the lead on this. What do you think we should do?
We need to hit them harder than they hit us. Punch them right in the mouth so they know who they're messing with. They showed up here and caused chaos? Okay. We go to NXT and do the same thing, but worse.
I would have leaned toward having a more thought-out plan, but your way could work too. Let's do it.
You ready?
We're gonna punch them right in the mouth.
Let's do this. What the hell?
Well, hello there. Have a good flight down. We were expecting you.
We were not expecting you.
For the uninitiated here, I'm Troy Simkin, former WWE producer, now NXT Mutiny's top producer. We knew you'd be coming and we outsmarted you. NXT is clearly not broadcasting here tonight, and instead has moved to a secret, undisclosed location.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not. Man, you should see the looks on your faces.
Can I strangle him? I want to strangle him.
I'm just the messenger.
Well, we came all the way here. We're not gonna leave empty-handed.
I think I see where this is going.
Yeah. We're taking Troy with us. He clearly knows more than he's letting on, and we can use him as a bargaining chip.
You're calling the shots.
This really isn't necessary. I'm just a producer. I'm clueless.
We know. You're coming with us.
Please be gentle.
NXT Mutiny. You one-upped us. Well played moving the location of your show. But if you think you outsmarted us, think again. See, I've brought in someone to help even the sides, and she had a brilliant idea.
That's right. We have borrowed your top producer, Troy Simkin. Say hello, Troy.
Hello? Help, please?
All right, that's enough. So, NXT Mutiny. If you want Troy back, show up to Raw and fight us. I have my debut match later tonight, and your buddy Troy will be out there at ringside.
And unlike you, we're not going to run and hide. We're going to be exactly where we say we are.
See you soon.
Please show up.
Here she is, making her WWE debut with what seems to be a 50% willing entourage.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from New York, Wild Thing, Jenny Rose.
Most would want all eyes on them for their WWE debut, but she seems fine sharing the spotlight.
She's not sharing the spotlight, Saxton. That's a watchtower searchlight. She and her partner are letting former WWE producer Troy Simkin know that there's no escape from captivity.
A bold debut so far. Let's see how she fares in the ring.
Here comes the pride of Puerto Rico.
And her opponent, representing the LWO from Queens, New York, Zelina Vega.
A quick-witted Dynamo. Vega is full of surprises in the ring and on the microphone.
As a 15-year veteran, this is not some underdog to overlook.
The first ever queen of the ring, as hard-nosed as they come, but always does so with poise and grace.
Carries herself with immense pride for both her culture and in-ring abilities.
I had heard this new addition to the WWE roster has a take-no-prisoners mentality, but she seems to be bending her own rules here tonight.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Saxton. Now, former WWE producer Troy Simpkin may not be well-liked, but he's the bait they're using to draw Mutiny out.
The question now is whether Mutiny will bite the hook and how any of this may impact the fight going forward.
Kick to the spine.
And Zelina can't stop any offense coming her way.
Heavy work being done to Zelina right now.
Oh, double knee face buster.
Sent to the corner.
Ow!
And would you look at this
double springboard moonsault.
Wait, shoulders down.
Is it enough? Strong kick out there.
Yeah, she probably knew that cover wouldn't do it.
Oh my God, what a fall!
Right to the jaw.
And now an imposing onslaught of attacks in her direction.
So much energy is focused on keeping her down now. Oh, the counters with a shoulder to the gut.
Hammerlock is in.
DDT plants them.
Springboard, but nobody home.
Boom, what impact. Ooh, what a damaging blow. She's been slowed down yet again.
Yeah, but this far into the match, you can't help but be impressed by the relative resilience.
Wow, what a drop kick.
Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Up across the shoulders.
TKO.
Is that enough to take out Zelina Vega?
Following it up with the cover.
2. And a major victory in her career tonight.
Here is your winner, Wild Thing, Jenny Rose.
What a debut. She not only showed off the fearless, relentless approach we'd heard about, but also secured a huge win in her first match here at WWE.
And right in...
Can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy, disclose it. Now.
Okay, fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw and SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so, do you think Mutiny would hold that against me?
Vicious right forearm.
Knew what was coming there.
Bang!
Hoist it up. Down.
Being placed in the corner here. Oof! Pain must be shooting through that leg now. Oh, what a kick! And again to the back of the head! Misses the target.
Big knee. I can already feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
Into the ring again now.
Ooh.
Kicks to the face.
Oh, so.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
I saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny.
You used to date each other, right?
Don't hold that against me.
I won't. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Here are the borrowers of the Unity titles.
You gotta love the swagger to walk into this arena holding those two belts they didn't even earn.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title...
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Lexis King and Jacy Jayne have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware? Basement haymaker.
Take a nap. Setting them up. This is going to be nasty. Burning hammer. Now a big swing of momentum against King.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back.
Heavy body shot and an uppercut.
What a clothesline. Go behind. German suplex.
9.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Picture-perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
What a display of strength here.
I'm getting dizzy just watching.
He's just having his way now. No regrets, no second thoughts.
He just isn't letting up on this offense. Running swanton. Lexis avoids the attack.
Strong right forearm.
And La Cabeza. There's the kick. Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. Boom, DDT.
Makes the tag, and he makes the tag.
Watch out, coming in hot.
Big elbow. Neck breaker.
Great resistance and a neck breaker counter. Coming in off the tag.
She decides to tag out.
Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
Jacy eats a clothesline.
But Lexis King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on Jacy Jayne.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto Jacy Jayne with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now, taking their Unity tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldis and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
Yeah, it is convenient. I can't believe he's still staying neutral. Makes you wonder if there's something else going on there.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
This one's got your name written all over it. Are you ready?
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
You don't have to remind me. I saw it firsthand at the draft, remember? It should be all hands on deck.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
Thanks. It might have been a small victory, but every little bit helps. If we can keep chipping away, eventually they'll topple.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted, Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge, and nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
Can't wait, Oos.
It's the superstar who is destined for WWE greatness.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San...
Stand up and pay respect to the master.
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches. Locking up with one another.
Getting out and now locking in the side headlock. And smoothly transitioned into the hammerlock.
Opponent taken down and now is into a chin lock.
Transitioning into the armbar. Oh, talk about a textbook arm drag.
Floats over into the logo bomb.
He really felt the impact on that one.
I don't think he's going to give up so easily, though.
Metal rope forearm on point.
Trap the arm. Neck breaker. And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
This is Chad's perseverance getting tested. And into the turnbuckle he goes. Crucial turnaround there because he was falling behind.
That was the open. Batten down the hatches. These two are loaded.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Oh!
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Oh, man.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
They are emptying the
rapid fire shots. Another superstar backing down.
Oh, getting the better of that exchange. Super kick! Gable was not prepared for this.
Jawbreaker.
Gable is completely out of it.
And into the cover. That'll do it. The victory tonight.
Here is your winner, Psycho John.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look, we all know that WWE is at a turning point. There's a civil war brewing, and it's largely because WWE has become stale, predictable, formulaic. We need to evolve.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bayley and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That is a powerful call to arms, but as the former #1 draft pick, some might say you're as establishment as it gets. How do you reconcile that with calling for this new direction?
Being the #1 pick gives me a platform. My position lets me bridge the gap between the establishment and the rebels. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to build better. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better explain. I made you the #1 draft pick because I trusted you to be a cornerstone for WWE, not spearhead a whole new rebellion.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
I would have had I known you'd get this upset. Trust me, Pierce. I'm Team WWE. I'm going to shake NXT up from the inside and give us the upper hand. Just...
Okay, I'll give you some rope.
I always am. That's why it's working.
And here's the man reviving the NWO in more ways than one.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Jose, California, weighing in at 228 pounds, one half of the NXT Unity Tag Team Champions, Psycho John Wolf.
He's not just emulating the New World Order, he's declaring war on...
This is one intimidating superstar.
I agree with you, Saxton. I pity those who pick a fight with Braun Breaker.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
We've seen a fury to Braun.
This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too.
Misses big time.
Going up,
But right hands create separate.
Great quickness. Nice roll through, into the pin.
Great combination. And only a 1 count. He's really trying to rush this match.
Oh, man.
A forearm right to the jaw.
Someone's about to take a nap. One, boom.
Good night. Hoists up their opponent, looking for burning hammer.
Heavy body shot and an uppercut.
What a clothesline.
Breaker turns the tables.
Slam! What impact.
Torture rack submission.
Getting to the ropes in time and forcing the break.
Breaker wants his opponent.
Oof. That'll teach him not to showboat in the middle of a match.
Sliding into the ring now. From behind. German suplex. Release. And he kicks out quick.
Likely just trying to sap out some energy with that cover. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse. And they call that the better end. And that looked like a terrible landing. That might have caused some serious issues. We'll have to see what happens. Crucifix bomb.
This could do it.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
These men knew this match was going to be hard fought.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back.
It looks like we got ourselves a brawl here.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here.
Right across the throat.
These attacks are chipping away at him.
Steering clear there.
Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out. Oh. Boom.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle. Oh, diving leg drop.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again. Super kick!
He is looking to do some serious harm.
That was vicious. vicious.
Braun's chances are fading. For the win.
Shoulder up before the count started.
Wow.
It is unreal that this match is still going on after a maneuver that would end most matches. He's looking to take things to the outside now. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Cover. Forces the shoulder up after two.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Hoists up their opponent, looking for burning hammer.
Oh, man, Breaker just got busted up. And it seems like his head might be the target here.
Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out.
Constant pressure being kept on Braun.
Tough spot for Braun to be in.
Hoisted up. What are we going to see here? Samoan driver.
Here we go. Cover. Two. Yeah, no. He doesn't get the three.
Almost inhuman at this point.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope. Perched up top. Brace for this impact.
Like a guillotine.
Hoping that was enough. Was it?
He did it! He did it! Here is your winner, Psycho John Woo.
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and the rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it extra well done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack. That felt amazing. Now everyone knows the NWO is back.
It's not. Truth, you need to listen to me.
Good idea. You be the boss, and I'll be the enforcer, and go find some more WWE superstars to beat up under the banner of the NWO.
No, don't do that.
Okay. Then you be the boss, and I'll be the idea man. Here's my first one. NWO pay-per-view. Location? The moon. All we need is a rocket. How hard do you think it'll be to take over NASA?
Listen to the words I am saying. This whole NWO thing is fake. I made it up. I'm just trying to destabilize Mutiny, that's all. None of this is real.
It's not real? It feels real to me.
It's not, though.
Okay, I understand. It's not real, because we still need to dream it into reality. And we will. Because it's out with the old and in with the new world order. You are inspiring.
And you are exhausting.
I thought you said you had this under control.
I do. It's just our truth that's the problem. And then I had to back him up or it would have blown my cover.
Well, we wouldn't want that. It'd be a real shame if I only had one massive insurrection to deal with. Now I'm losing superstars to 2 factions.
This is on me. I didn't expect it to work this fast. Impressive if you think about it. But I'll fix it. Don't worry. I know how to clean up my messes.
You need to end it. Now.
How about I end it next week? We've got some momentum. And I might have already paid for some things to make this NWO movement seem legit, including a non-refundable deposit on an arena, throwback set and all.
Fine, but only because Orton and Gunther are looking for payback. And Mutiny too. So at whatever NWO show you're apparently putting on, you're gonna host an inter-brand fatal 4-way. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and your fake New World Order.
It'll be a night to remember.
Just make sure when it's over, your NWO is forgotten.
And here's the NWO contingent hoping for a too sweet victory.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, Psycho John Wolf, R-Truth, Maxine Dupree, and Axiom.
The NWO is headed toward the ring, and you can feel the intensity. They're clearly here to make a statement.
Right, Saxton. They're here to show that the New World Order isn't just a blast from the past. It's a powerhouse shaping the future.
Four factions, one ring, high stakes. This fatal 4-way is about to go off. apex predator is here.
It's hard to believe it's been 2 decades on the hunt in WWE.
And his opponents, first, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
A story.
Get on your feet and show.
Finn Balor is here.
And it's time for the W.
Each of these 4 has something to prove at tonight's special sold-out event after NWO's bold return set this whole power keg off.
Right, Saxton, they came out swinging, but the ripples from that strike have put everyone on edge. Now it's about who can assert their dominance in this chaos on NWO's temporary home turf.
And with tensions this high, each superstar in the ring is not only fighting for victory, but also fighting to redefine the future of WWE.
Got out of that position with the desperation jawbreaker.
Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt. Getting the upper hand by taking away your opponents.
Wow. Oh, straight forearm. Caught the leg. Into a dragon screw.
Game changer. Really just laying it in.
The defensive elbow to the gut ends that. Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Finn Balor has his sights set solely on his opponent now.
Balor not exactly looking like the best version of himself after that one. Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Immediately into a sit-out powerbomb.
In control here with a swinging neck breaker.
Textbook.
What's coming next? Back suplex.
Very nice.
Gets the reversal. What a counter. German suplex.
Side kick finds the mark.
Hoisted up.
High risk.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
From behind, back suplex. There it is, the sling blade.
Both knees into the face.
Uh-oh, has to find a way out of this.
Driven down face first.
Strong suplex. Outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Heading to the top turnbuckle now.
Ooh, elbow strike.
By the looks of that exchange, Randy may have just found an area in which he needs to improve.
And with that move, I'd say Balor's ruthlessness will be key to his success.
Oh. Floats over into the Luger bomb. With precision. Drop kick.
Side headlock applied.
Good measure.
Uh-oh. What an elbow drop. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Can he put it away? The shoulder up.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
He's starting to look better.
And this is a classic Extreme Rules game plan, trying to deal as much damage as possible.
Forearm. Face to watch.
Going for the cover here.
And he kicks out at 2. Not yet. Counters the Vipers.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
Oh, long drop kick right on the patella. Unleashed on the knee, and that might drastically slow things down. He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him. Nice springboard into the drop kick by Balor.
He's lining him up.
One step ahead there.
Basement drop kick. Gunther now from behind, rear naked choke.
And the submission is broken up.
Oh, emphatic chop.
Orton gets the better there.
Oh, point of the up, setting up Orton.
What a jawbreaker.
That could end the Viper's night. Incoming.
The cover. Kicks out. He still has life.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. Big forearm.
The Viper shows his instinct.
What a punch. Boom. Read that one. Oh, the arrow.
Looking for a DDT, able to leave out. Clothesline.
Neckbreaker. We can't be far from the finish line now.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
Just torturing his opponent.
Gunther has him lined up.
That just happened.
Picture perfect.
Going for the pin. Intercepts the pin attempt.
Randy Orton. There it is. Carefully measured double stop. Mat slam with some attitude.
He goes for the pin.
Could this be it?
No! Kick out at 2.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Effective arm drag. Oh, he slipped out of half.
And that was a well-executed attack. Big shoulders are down. He just broke up the pin in the nick of time. Punch lands.
Big forearm.
European uppercut. And now we have Gunther.
The ring general delivering a powerbomb.
Gunther can taste victory now.
And he gets discarded out of the ring. Cover late in the match.
That's gotta be
Cover. Kicks out.
So close. That could have been it. He's thinking he can end it here.
Looking for the pin. How in the world did he kick out?
He kicked out. He actually kicked out.
Sleeper suplex. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Bringing this back into the ring. Using the elbow as a weapon. Neckbreaker.
I think Orton's just out of gas now. I think we can consider this the beginning. Here we go again.
Good shot of the jaw.
That's got to be a wrap.
Balor with the pin. This might be over. Heading to the outside now.
counters here. Who will finally capitalize?
Sent flying. Randy might be defeated here. Kicking out in time.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now.
No one can.
Looks like he's coming back in. Gets the shoulder up.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. That's it. Gunther is out.
Beautiful transition.
And now the cover. Here's Orton into a rough landing on the outside.
Smart strategy by him.
Look at the arms to the end of the table.
Gunther.
Powerbomb. Gunther might just have it.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
He's going for the pin. Stop the ref count just in time.
Back out.
Did you see that?
Kick from behind. Ouch.
Inverted face lock into an elbow drop.
Wasting no time. Into the cover.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Reigns down an elbow in retaliation.
Going up. Uh-oh.
Fighting out. Hammer away the pop.
Rolls through, shoulders down.
Oh, this has got to be it.
But now Gunther.
Knee drop connects. Picking up speed off the... Uh-oh.
And that prevents Gunther's offense. Super kick! Gunther could be out. He is still in this.
Somehow, some way... Shoulders are down.
He wasted no time kicking out there.
How does anyone have this much in them at this point?
Goes into the corner.
Hasn't been. Here we go. Oh, he breaks up the pin just in time. With authority. What a forearm. Boom. Good defense from him. Torturous focus on the leg in the corner. He's about to do it. He's about to do it again. Randy with a counter.
Dueling reversals.
Oh, my God, a clothesline.
Head being targeted again, it seems.
He gets sent straight down to the floor. For the victory. He kicks out at 2.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Oh, my goodness. Nasty line.
And Gunther with a critically timed maneuver.
You can tell Gunther's waning, but still might have enough to deliver one final blow.
It could be all over.
Big win in a fatal four-way.
Here is your winner,
Tonight was a revelation, but let me be clear, it was not a revolution. The so-called NWO revival? Well, the truth is that it was nothing more than a hoax. I stand with Team Raw and SmackDown. Always have, always will. I apologize for the confusion. It was never my intention to let Raw and SmackDown superstars get caught up in this. I hope that you all can someday understand that I was fighting a much greater enemy. To everyone who thought they were part of something new, understand this. It was all a strategic ploy. The point? To reveal the weak spots in Mutiny's armor, to sort out the tough from the talkers. And guess what? It worked. They broke ranks as soon as they saw a shiny new toy. But now, my WWE friends, it's time to band together. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, whatever's left of it. We all stand against Mutiny. We're not just prepared, we are united, and together we're unstoppable. Mutiny! You're in our sights, and we're coming for you. And R-Truth, my loyal soldier, listen up. The NWO adventure? It was a blast, but that chapter's over. We need to lace up for the real fight, the one right ahead of us.
I have to hand it to you. Reviving the NWO to draw out the weak links from Mutiny was genius. You really turned the tables on them.
And maybe found myself a disciple in R-Truth.
He was a wild card, but he helped make it believable. I don't think you would have managed to pry so many members of Mutiny loose otherwise. Their ranks are pretty solid.
Not as solid as they thought. We exposed some serious cracks.
That's true. And I gotta say, the way you played both sides was impressive. Could be a trick we keep up our sleeves.
Absolutely. With the chaos we've created, they won't know who to trust.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT Mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? Now that's real unity, unlike the current champions who apparently used to date. I don't know what went wrong, but clearly you weren't meant for each other.
And they weren't meant for those titles either.
We are.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
And here are the challengers, Becky Lynch.
The following contest is a intergender.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT. This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created, for the best in WWE. Competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE, Cole. Whoever wins this match, the Unity Championships are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all WWE title match, and I am here for it. Standing shooting star press.
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
What a punch. Ooh, one step ahead there.
Enziguri finds its mark.
He puts him into the corner.
Oh, God. Big move followed up with a pin attempt.
No, he pops the shoulder before 3.
He thought he had it. Strong forearm. And boom, good night. What a suplex.
And Seth was able to be tamed there.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
Set him up.
Russian leg sweep.
Ooh, he fends that off. Ooh.
Put in the corner now.
Rollins just a step too slow.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Right across the face. Multiple kicks connect.
The challenger looked unhinged with an absolutely uncorked attack on the champ there.
And that toss got some hang time.
There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
Jarring impact. Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
Tiger suplex.
Oh, the back of the neck.
The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
You really can't do this all on your own. That's what your teammate is for.
Bang! And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
The champ is going for the cover.
The challenger wriggles out and one.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
Rollins with a reversal. Uh-oh.
Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex.
He almost got caught by that one.
These two showing how well they know each other.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. What a suplex. Right into the pin.
2 count. And the title still up for grabs.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally. Going up. Uh-oh. Going down. Punches and counters out. Devastating elbow. Now trampling the opposition. Takedown. Oh, helicopter spin. This is ridiculous. This is insulting. This is entertaining.
Ooh, well-planted knee.
Ouch.
Seth was being overwhelmed.
This can't be how Rollins envisioned his night going.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Oh, my gosh. Ooh.
Unlucky situation for Rollins.
Jawbreaker. Perfect execution from the champ.
The cover. The pin on her teammate.
Block the arm drag, rolls through, pinning combination.
Makes a cover. A kick out at 2.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
Placing him in the corner here.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in. Oh, clothesline! He gets the tag.
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. Trying to rip that arm out of the socket.
Gotta figure out a way out of this one or it could be over.
This is trying to maneuver out and successfully. Oh, wow, impactfully, too.
She reverses.
Becky Lynch rolls through, and she's...
Disarm her! Disarm her!
The focused attack on the arm. Not a good situation. Going to be... That's one way out of the disarmor. Leaping into the wheelbarrow, up and around.
Into the DDT. Oh!
Running knee lift. Oh!
Saw it coming and avoided it.
The challenger taking some minor damage.
Ridiculous standing shooting star. Boom!
Strikes with a kick. Oh, look at this. Jumping TKO.
That could be enough to continue the reign.
The champion into the pin. Kick out of the title fight continues.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
From behind.
German suplex. Scattered that one.
Becky able to stop the blitz that was coming her way.
Time now for Becky to get her energy up and claw back into the fight.
Sent hard into the corner.
She's got nowhere to go.
110th Street Slam.
The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
Yeah, holding strong for this long in a tag team match is commendable, but it might be time to tag out.
An important tag here.
This could change the match.
Rollins escaping danger.
Drop kick.
Right on the money.
No. That can make an opening for her.
Oh, vicious running knee lift.
And now thrown back into the ring. Oh, look at this. A jumping TKO.
The champ might have just sealed things.
The champ with the pin. Got him. And the tag titles stay put.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Unity Tag Team Champion.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah. This reminds me of our first date. We texted a bunch, and it was going well. But when we actually met up, it was awkward. The restaurant lost a reservation. Then we ended up eating at a taco truck and got stuck in the pouring rain. Despite everything that went wrong, you stuck around that night, and for a lot longer. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Oh, to be fair, you drove and I couldn't leave. But thanks, that means a lot.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to Raw, I only have live event matches lined up.